Well, welcome back. We're here. It's day one of our modern mindfulness challenge. It's like a lot of words. And this one's gonna seem a little odd. And I think it's gonna be difficult. So that's why we put it at the first day. I mean, hello, do the hardest things first and the rest should be a breeze until you see what day two is. Take a deep breath because I'm gonna throw something huge at you. I'll even take a big breath because it's gonna happen after this video. I thought it'd be really fun to start things off with a digital detox. Yeah, I know, GASP, catch your breath. What? Now I understand that there's some of you are like, oh my God, I use my phone, I use everything for work, and that's fine. I get that. That's completely different. I'm not trying to get you fired, okay? And because I'm using this right now. I'm using my phone to film this. So I understand. But stop and think about what I mean when I say turn off your phone and treat yourself to that digital detox. What do you think? What goes through your mind? I mean, for me, I get a sigh of relief because this sucker goes off constantly. But does that thought of that make you cringe? Or does it feel freeing? That's the thing you want to think about. Technology is amazing. I mean, I come from the era of I'm not trying to date myself, but the digital, the rotary phone. I mean, if I wanted to make a phone call, Lord forbid, thank goodness there was those long cords, because if I wanted to talk to my friends and I didn't want my mom and dad to hear, I could take the kitchen cord and go all the way into the other living room and have a phone call. That's what I had to do. That was before we even could afford call waiting. That was an extra service that I think was 30 cents or something. And now my kids are 13 and 16 and they have their own cell phones and I don't even know what the heck they do. Thank God I trust them. But the thing that I have noticed, even sometimes sitting at the dinner table, is that there is an attachment. There have been videos that I've seen of parents recording their children that when they've taken the phone away from a child, the fits that are thrown. If an adult can't find their phone, oh my God, I can't find my phone. Where's my phone? Oh my gosh, I can't. That is not healthy. I mean, some say it's slightly unhealthy. I say it's majorly unhealthy. And I mean, I don't want to generalize, but I'd like to think that a lot of people can relate to that. You've either seen the video or you've seen it in your own home, or you've experienced it yourself with oh my gosh, I lost my phone. And I mean, and if not, if you're oh my God, I leave the house all the time without my phone, God bless you. That's amazing. And so many things, there's an overuse of technology. And look at where we're at right now. We are now having our children be completely technologically reliant for school right now due to this pandemic. So not only are they going to have all this extra exposure to technology, but they're going to have increased levels of stress. Then there's going to be maybe some comparisons. There's probably going to be a lot of well, what if a family doesn't have internet? I mean, I could open up Pandora's box, and that's a whole probably different video. But the overuse of technology, I wanted to, let me reel it back in, has there's struggles, there's a disconnection from life in itself, I think is what I'm trying to say. Because a lot of times I notice, I drive around and I look around and people cannot just focus on driving. And the phone is in their hand, which is not safe. It's not healthy. And they're not being mindful in their actions. And it leads to poor quality of life and a poor self-image because you're just constantly attached to this thing. So stop and think about it. It's what is the longest duration of time that you could make it without technology? I mean, do you think, aside from sleeping, which doesn't count, do you think you could go 5 hours? Do you think you could go 12 hours? Do you think you could go 24 hours? So signs that you might need a digital detox, okay? Do you feel anxious or stressed out if you can't find your phone? And these are questions you could stop and think and ask yourself. Do you feel compelled to check your phone every few minutes? Do you feel depressed, anxious, or angry after spending time on social media? Are you preoccupied with the numbers on your social media accounts? The likes, the views? Are you afraid that you'll miss out on something, that FOMO, if you're not constantly checking out on your device? Do you often find that you're staying up late or getting up early to be on your phone? Is that the first thing you're checking? And are you having trouble concentrating on one thing without having to check your phone? Those are a couple things. Those are those questions I want you to think about. So today, I'm going to challenge you to power down your device in some way, whether it's completely off, whether it's on silent, whether vibrate's not really going to help because you're still going to be able to hear it. And spend some time doing anything else that doesn't involve screen time. Now calm down, don't freak out. I know what you're thinking, but I need my phone for work. I need to stay in contact with my kids and my parents and my family and my job, or insert any other reason. I'm not asking you to go completely off the grid, although that would be probably the most refreshing thing that you could ever do. But your digital detox, what we're calling this, can be whatever you want it to be. So whether that's, say you take the app off your phone that you're most connected to, whether it's Facebook, all your information will still be there, but say you take it off. Whether it's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, what's that one that's consuming your time? You can you could turn off your phone and set some type of a timer, maybe on your watch or something. And realize if you have an Apple Watch or any type of other, this has to be all connected to stop. You cannot be still able to connect, okay? You might want to focus restricting your use to just one type of technology, such as your phone or social media, but giving yourself permission to unplug at some point in some way. So say like, okay, you need this for work, so from morning until noon, and then unplug from noon until 5, and then recheck in and do something else. And in the document or in the email that you're going to get, you're going to have some suggestions on how to digital detox. And these are tips that you can take with you, because I highly suggest doing this like weekly if you can. And then there's going to be a post-detox reflection. And this is just some questions that you can ask yourself. I won't go into them in this video because I really want you to go to that email and then follow these. And then by all means, I want you to respond to the email if you can and share with me what your thoughts were. Like, how did you do? Because I really want to know how this worked out for you and if this is something you would even suggest for your family. Because I think during this time right now, as we are having to be more in tune with technology, it's great to take a break. It also gives our brains a break as well. So that is our day 1 in our mindfulness challenge. Is a digital detox. So let me know how you do. You could comment below on this video. You could shoot me an email. You could respond to the email you will be receiving. And by all means, invite your friends to this challenge. There will be a link that you can send out to your friends and family. We're only getting started. I can't wait for you guys to see what we got for day 2. Bye-bye.